Right now, NBC 26 live at 10, a suspect in custody after a shooting in Fond du Lac. Plus, what you need to know as you travel for the holiday week. And back here at home, the green and gold struggle against the Baltimore Ravens. New tonight, a 31-year-old man in the hospital after he shot in the stomach. Police in Fond du Lac say the person who shot him is now behind bars after turning himself in several hours later. NBC 26's Shane Gustafson has the latest from the newsroom. Also in Fond du Lac, authorities are investigating a death involving a pedestrian who they say was struck by a suspected drunk driver. Officers say Jeffrey Koenigs was walking on East 2nd Street across South Park Avenue around 1:30 in the morning on Saturday when he was hit by a Dodge Dakota pickup truck.
We do have charges on the driver of the vehicle, and he is currently in the Fond du Lac County Jail.
Now, police say the driver also faces charges of operating a vehicle without a valid license as well, and the driver wasn't injured. Authorities say Hunter, who is a convicted felon, is now behind bars. The Outagamie County Sheriff's Department and the Wisconsin DNR report he trespassed on property on Carpenter Road in Shiocton and shot a buck. Wisconsin law doesn't allow felons to keep a firearm. Authorities say the Hunter is in Outagamie County Jail, now booked in on a felon charge of a firearm. Covering America now, Minnesota Democratic Senator Al Franken is not expected to step down amid claims of a sexual misconduct scandal. His staffer told the Star Tribune no on Saturday when asked if he would resign. A woman recently accused Franken of groping and forcibly kissing her without consent in 2006. Senators have called for an ethics investigation into this behavior. Franken, on the other hand, apologized to the accuser in a statement. His spokesperson also said, quote, doing a lot of reflecting. Alabama Democrat Doug Jones had some words about his opponent, Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore, this weekend. Jones spoke at a fish fry with supporters in Birmingham. At the event, he got the endorsement of the city's mayor-elect. Jones didn't, though, talk about the sexual misconduct allegations against Roy Moore, but later he was asked if the claims made by the woman should disqualify him.
I thought Roy Moore was disqualified long before this came up. Anybody that gets removed from office twice because you violate the rule of law, anybody that takes $1 million from a charity, the way he's done and used his own personal agenda, that was long before that. I felt that way all along.
And Joe said he was disappointed to hear the state's governor still plans on giving him her vote. Now, Governor Kay Ivey said she had no reason to believe Moore's accusers. The special election is expected to be on December 12th. 70s pop star David Cassidy in critical condition due to organ failure. Cassidy is part of a large showbiz family. He's best known for his role as Keith Partridge on the hit TV series The Partridge Family. His publicist says he is conscious and surrounded by family and friends at a hospital in Florida. New Orleans has elected its next mayor, and for the first time in its almost 300-year history, it will be a woman. Latoya Cantrell will succeed Mayor Mitch Landrieu in the race that pitted her against former Judge Desiree Charbonnet before becoming the city's top position. Cantrell served as a District B councilwoman. Cantrell officially takes office in May 2018. Well, plenty of people planning on traveling this week. Meteorologist Matt Hoffman has a quick look at your first forecast. Matt, may have been a loss for the green and gold this afternoon, but that didn't stop Packers fans from having some fun, though. The Lambeau Field parking lot filled with fans from both Green Bay and Baltimore early this morning. And while they may cheer on different teams, different jerseys, and against each other, each had something in common, just sharing their experience of Lambeau Field.
Season tickets have been in our family since 1946, and we are true green and gold, and everybody wants to come and do this.
It's a huge deal because this is where it all started as far as I'm concerned.
And the team hits the road next week to play Pittsburgh. You can catch that game right here on NBC 26. Covering Wisconsin now, the first day of gun deer hunting season is in the books in Wisconsin. 600,000 hunters are expected to take part in this year's harvest. Wisconsin DNR says the state's white-tailed deer population is up this year after a few mild winters. Yesterday, hunters got their guns out to take a shot at some of the 1.4 million deer roaming public and private land all around the state. Hunters bundled up for the cold weekend to take on the great outdoors.
I really like getting away. For the most part, putting my cell phone away.
Last year's gun deer hunting season harvested more than 225,000 deer in Wisconsin, a number higher than the two previous years. Wisconsin's gun deer hunting season runs through next Sunday. The Wisconsin DNR reports 3 hunters were wounded, though, from opening day. The first happened in Brown County, where a firearm discharged into a man's right ankle. The second was in Forest County, where a man's rifle went off, sending a bullet through his legs. And the third one in Shawano County, the DNR says a man bent over and accidentally shot himself in the leg from his holstered handgun. Local governments across the state are thinking about putting their own regulations in place when it comes to mining, as Governor Walker gets ready to sign a bill lifting the 20-year ban on gold and silver mining. The bill comes as Aquila Resources, Inc. looks for sites in Taylor and Marathon counties. Taylor County officials already passed an ordinance back in 2013. On the other hand, Marathon County officials started to research ordinances. What's still ahead on NBC 26 Live at 10, whether you're hitting the road or the skies for the holidays, expect to see some changes when it comes to your travel. That's going to come up right after your break. But first, what's that weather looking like for the rest of the weekend, especially for you travelers? Your forecast coming up next.
South, highs right around 40, seasonable.
I mean, it's perfect time if you got to go out of state or out of the area. Great time to travel, be with your family on time. So
Right, shouldn't have too much of an issue out
no
there.
delays
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Matt. Well, still ahead on NBC 26 Live at 10, whether you're hitting the road or the skies for the holidays, expect some changes to the travel. We'll see that coming up right after your break. Welcome back. When you're off to that loved one's house this holiday season, you'll need a few extra cents in your pocket for the gas tank. According to the latest Trilby-Lundberg survey, gas prices are up a total of nearly 11 cents in the past month, following a drop in prices from September. Now, experts say this month's increase is because of the modest upticks in crude oil.